I am Elisa, and I was born with the ability to see and feel beyond what most people can. So I use this to help people to learn to see themselves and to travel around and connect to the grid work around the globe. And for the other part, been a fighter most of my life, so I'm also a personal trainer. So I can help people come more in contact with their inner self and express their feelings and just feel life more. So for me, I guess hobbies, it is the gym. I do a lot of combat sport like Muay Thai and boxing and martial arts. And I love stones and crystals and nature. So this is kind of the three things that, I mean, my hobby is my life. My work is my hobby. It goes hand in hand for me like this. I always had a lot of energy, more energy than most of the people around me. And I also had a lot of feelings. And I didn't know how to cope when I was a kid. So when I started in martial arts, I were able to channel my energy into the body. I was able to, instead of flying around, to be present in myself. So for me, sports and especially martial arts helped me to be grounded and be present in the moment. And I love the feeling of flow and movement. And within martial arts, it's like dancing. You're doing an energetically dance. You're doing energetic expression through your movements. And so for me, this has been basically what grounded me to earth. All the times where I didn't know what else to hold on to in life, and this became my anchor. Always, like for me, you cannot not be connected. I I have this feeling that everything that I move with, everything that flows through me is energetic energy, universal energy. And especially when I run in nature, right? I have these days where I can wake up, no eating, no drinking, just go running, and I can run half a marathon. And I'm like, this shouldn't even be possible. But with pure love and pure universal energy, you can move so much more than what we are aware of as humans. Everything has consciousness, right? And stones has consciousness as well. So for me, it's definitely the energy within the stones, and it's the consciousness in the stones. So I got them everywhere. The vibration they hold, the story they are to tell, and they have been around for centuries. So you can say they are so old and wise that they can help us so much in so many different forms. And I, of course, also just love the colors and the looks. But for me, the main thing is the feeling of home and the feeling of what the energy is to express. Yes, always. Okay, so I would hold the stone, and it is not emotion, but feeling of vibration. And then you become one with that vibration. And it's like reading a story, but not reading the words, but feeling the words. So I will hold the stone and I will feel the vibration of the stone telling its story. So I think this is the greatest way I can tell you how it feels. So if I would hold this stone, for example, I would say it brings me a feeling of openness and lightness. And it brings me a feeling of floating waters, so a feeling of purity and clearness, like this. I think if I should explain other people how to do it, I would simply say, hold the stone in your hand, breathe deep, allow yourself to connect to the stone. So feel the stone in your hand and imagine that you're feeling the energy floating through your arm down to your heart where emotions is, and just feel whatever you feel. And there is no judgmentality. So it can be like pictures, it can be sensations, it can be a feeling of calmness or of shaking vibration. The most important part is always to not judge whatever pops up, but trust that whatever you feel, you are meant to feel for a reason always. I love all stones, but my absolute favorite is this one. This is called selenite, and it's actually a mineral. It's for me, it contains it contains a very high vibration, and for me, it reminds me of home. So it reminds me of safety. So when I have this stone with me, I bring it everywhere. I have them in small hearts. So I bring it with me, it helps me to ground within myself, within my own energy field, and it helps me feeling safe. That is the main reason why I love this stone. I love that I'm able to see them realizing that they can do so much more than what they think. So one thing is when you help people spiritually, but when you help them physically, they feel the improvement manifesting instantly, right? So I love to feel how they are overcoming themselves and how they are experiencing more of their full potential. It's like I know and I can see and I can feel that we are meant to explore and do so much more than we do. And we are so much more free than we are aware of, mentally, spiritually, and physically. And I see this within everybody. I can see their blockages. I can see how much they can develop. I can see what holds them back. And I have this deep urge inside to be like, hey, see, this is you, not this, but this. So for me, when I'm able to help in this form, I feel like my incarnation makes sense and their happiness becomes my happiness. And I think it's because we are all one, right? So when I can see them improve, it's also part of me. And yeah, it just fills me with a feeling of meaning and purpose and proud of every move they make, basically. The spiritual part or the personal training part or which part? Both. Okay, so I started in martial arts when I was 9, and when I was 12, I shifted into boxing on a high level, and I started to teach people back then already. And then I was a trainer until 2012, and then I stopped training people physically and start going on the spiritual journey where I help people to reach their hearts with retreats and sessions and so forward. And I think approximately 1 month ago, I had one night I couldn't sleep and I was like, I want to train people. I am here. And then I started to so I just wrote to my own gym. I was like, can I be a trainer here? And they were like, yeah, sure, of course. And then I started to train people again. And I still do the spiritual stuff. Of course, this is never ending. Other jobs. No, the only thing I do is being a personal trainer, making my retreats around the world, having one-on-one sessions, clairvoyant sessions, and I make jewelry. So I make crystal bracelets fitting the energy that the person needs in order of where they are in life and where they are going in life. So this is my job. I love it. Yeah, for sure. It's like following whatever the universe wanted me to do, and I'm doing it with all of my heart. It's not even a question. If I should or should not, I cannot not do it. It just is somehow. Yeah, so this is the all-seeing eye. Oh, sorry, this is the all-seeing eye in the pyramid and the circle, and with the 2 stars. It's a geometric form representing where I feel I come from, and representing the all-seeing eye is representing that I see people's soul purely. And here we have infinities. I don't know if you can see it. Infinity signs all over. Because nothing ever ends. It just transforms into something else. Nothing ever stands still. It's always in a flow. It's always in movement. So for me, this is representing what I am, or the energy I'm made of. A lot of people have this fear of Illuminati, and a lot of people ask me are you Illuminati since you have it there? And I explain them how illuminated means oblighting, right? And how that this symbol once were used for good stuff, but then the fear upon it was changed into the Illuminati. And I kind of just like to reverse that. So I put it on my chest, in my heart, to bring it back into love and transform it into love and light. So that's kind of the story behind this one. Thank you. the heart chakra is here. Advices. I would invite you guys to, it's good to seek information out, but the best thing is to always run it through your heart. So no matter what you hear about universal constructions or energies or chakra systems or multiverses, always run it through your body, always run it through your heart and feel which part of it feels truth within you. We are stepping into a new time area where gurus is to transform, because we need to stand more and more in our own truth. Because if we do that, we can change the world. And we are incarnated now in a time and space reality where we are part of a big shift on Earth. So we need to wake up, and we need to wake up to the empowerment of ourselves and us, of our, all of us as one unit. So that would be my suggestion. And if anybody's interested in hearing whatever blah blah I say, I have like this YouTube channel where people can look and follow and feel into if it makes sense for them or not. In this time period, there's a lot of fear going around because the world is changing. And within every change, there is a part of destruction and there's a part of insecurity. This change has been inevitable. It's supposed to be, we have been waiting for it in a long time. Don't lose faith, because when all the hardship comes, there's also room for so much more light. So learn to listen more to what you feel than what you see and hear around you, and start connecting to the idea that we are all one people. So as more as we can unite within ourselves and together, as better a world reality we can create, even within the eye of chaos. Don't believe everything you heard, you hear. Believe what you see and what you feel as truth in here. You can find me on Instagram, and you can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Facebook. And I also have a webpage, elisanamaste.com. You can find me there as well. I've been there 3 times, actually. I love food. You can do it if you want. That sounds amazing. I wish you the very same. And I will be better in listening to the French accent. I will practice this. Teamwork. I love it. Well, you too. Thank you so much. Doei doei.